And welcome everyone. We are back after a long hiatus for session 57. It has been quite a while. Everybody's been some people have been traveling, others not so lucky have been stuck at home like myself. But very happy to see everyone, and I would love to ask someone to volunteer to give us a recap of last session. And if you don't remember, that's fine. I don't mind giving it myself, but I want to open it up to whoever would like to volunteer.
Real quick, if y'all would like.
Yes, please, Megan, if you could.
Okay, so we were at Ori's house going over the info we gathered. Lucius actually was there and basically decked out in military garbs. Mikage's like just kind of gone along the edge and trying to make sure that there's no one else kind of in the near vicinity. Pan's like, "What's up, Chad?" So he's not too happy about this, but basically there's a back and forth with him. He still doesn't believe us, but at the same time, he believes that we are the cause of the issues that's going on in the city because as soon as we came into town, weird stuff started happening. We try to convince him that the blocks have already been laid in place, that we're just us showing up is just because um, there is something going on well before we came. But anyway, so he suggests that we get out of town a few days, and we basically say, okay, no problem. So he mentions that they're going to go on an offensive against Crimson Rock, and something about Pan reminds him of the Tabaxi secretary that was working for his and Ori's dad. So once he leaves, we pack up, we grab a few sausages. Pan waits and clarifies that it's 2 days to announce that they're going to be basically announce that they're going to go on the offensive to Crimson Rock. So we have kind of a time frame of when they're going to start attacking. So we take Gary and let's see. So we go to the edge of town and we basically have Gary. No, it's actually Larry. Larry is the one who we send off with the bodies to meet us at the edge of town. And at first we think he's not going to make it, but it turns out that he got a ticket on the way out of town because we had decided that he was going to take himself out and none of us were going to. So basically we got a note from the police saying, "Hey, come see us. We got a fine for you." And we're just like, I guess we lost the bodies. We're not going to go check to find out. Hold on. So anyway, we go to where the Chimera Grande was left and she's gone. We see that Chimera so we're trying to follow her tracks towards Dave, and they end up going towards Dave's village. So as we're going along, we see not only Chimera Grande, but 3 other chimeras, and they're basically over a decimated campsite. There's only one, maybe 2 people kind of left that we can see are still breathing, but the entire area is decimated, and the chimeras are. So what we do is we have the leftover meat that still made it with it, the sausages. So we're trying to bait Chimera Grande away from the other ones so we can get her in bail. But Ori has the wonderful idea that Chimera Grande needs cooked meat. And so as Ori takes the time to start baiting Chimera Grande, she decides to singe some of that tasty meat. And then all the chimeras turn their attention towards Ori's floating hands with their seared meat. And we all turn to look at her and glare.
Not my best idea.
Not at all, sweetheart.
Feel like I've made worse though.
That was much more accurate than I would have given, so thank you, Megan. That was fantastic. Does anybody else want to rail on Ori now about or any other details they want to say.
In Ori's defense, she's not always the smartest.
Well, in fairness, you have an intelligence of 13, so I mean, you know, that excuse only goes so far. But, anyways.
That's fair, but look at my wisdom. It's lower.
So you just happen to know then that a tomato is a fruit, right? That's,
Mm-hmm.
there you go. Okay. Alrighty. Excellent. So let's bring everybody to the scene where we're at. And, okay. As you can see, you are currently not surrounded per se, but you've got chimeras now busy sniffing the air. The scent of this succulent charred meat has drawn their attention, and they're all circling around it. And as they do, they approach you guys closer and closer. Towards the distance, you see some shuffling around. There seems to be a figure who is trying to make himself as meek as possible. The chimeras, however, they are approaching ever closer. What are you doing? What do you do?
Meat for everyone.
How much meat do you have? Do you
How
want
much
to...
meat do we have, guys?
I don't know. It's not in my inventory. I think I'm the one that usually carries it.
So I have some rations, but I don't know if that compares to the sausages.
That's fair.
And actually, I know I had rations, but I don't see them.
I mean, we can definitely throw some cooked meat to the other chimeras, then grab
I feel like-
Chimeriana Grande, put her somewhere safe, and either sneak away or have to fight them.
I would. Yeah, let's try to sneak away, I would say. I mean, we still have to rescue the Barbarian, but. Like, do you have, like, a distraction, something? Like.
I do have many things. I can, let's see. What I can do is I can cast Hypnotic Pattern once they're all close enough, and works on monstrosities as well as people. So when they get close, I can always cast Hypnotic Pattern. How does that vibe with us?
If you haven't noticed, they've been inching closer and closer
Yeah,
to
they're
you.
closer.
Yeah,
I'm aware.
Yeah, they're inching much closer now. At this point, you see the one who was first, let's say, snarling at the injured barbarian, and you do recognize a couple scar marks on her. Right, it does appear to be Chimeriana Grande. She is enticed by the smell. She's moving closer to you as you speak. However, the other one's also a bit more hostile. They're getting ever so closer. I'll give you guys maybe a minute more before something happens.
Is this Chimeriana right here?
The one in the center should be her.
Is that one her, Kenneth?
Yes, that is correct. One right here. One right here.
Okay, cool. How about I go ahead and cast Hypnotic Pattern over as many of them as I can? How do we feel about this? I'm gonna do it.
It's a good start.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us where you want to go.
Hold on. I'm trying.
Okay.
It's not working with me.
So you've cast on the side within the chat window. You can place a measure template and choose which ones you want to place it over. There you go. All right. So you want to go over those three? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So let's have each of them roll their wisdom. Let's see. And pattern appears, each character, yada, 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 while it's spelled incapacitated, has a speed of 0. All right. And they have to save on that. So let's do one for Chimeriana Grande. What am I
Good thing she's less hostile.
My computer is being slow. What happened? Come on, computer. Computer.
Just FYI, I can no longer pop out my. I was able to do it a little bit earlier, but I can't pop out my character sheet.
Okay. Computer is being slow. Come on now. There's one. Okay. Wow. Chimera Grana. Good for you. All right. I'm going to turn off my video stream to see if that helps out a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let's do for this one. Let's do a normal. There we go. Oh! Epic fail on that one. And one more. Also epic fail. All right. Okay, so these two now have been charmed. Right. What is the word I'm looking for? Stunned. Sleep. Bone restrained. Which one are you? Fine. Give me a second. Sorry. Cursed. Interesting. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna do stunned. All right, there we go. That one is stunned, and that one is stunned. Okay. All right. These two now have been stunned. Chimera Grande seems to have no effect. She's approaching you. However, the other one now, seeing the meat, is in close range, grabs the meat right from nearby and starts biting down into it. He's now ferociously eating it. He'll probably be done in about 5 seconds or so. What do y'all do?
I'm thinking we grab Chimeriana and see if we can lure her away.
Well, I want to go. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump behind, like over here.
Okay, all right.
I was gonna say, if we grab her and pull her away, that'll give you a little more room to go get to the figure behind her.
True. I mean,
Go
yeah,
between.
I'll just dash past over here. I'll make a mad run for him.
Okay, all right. So let's keep you right here. Dave, you're going to be right here. Okay, so you've made it this location. You're good. Chimera Grande is very distracted by the meat. If anything, she sees this chimera tear into the meat first, and you see her now, her tail rise up in a hostile fashion, and now she is snarling and now antagonizing this one over here. So now they seem to be fighting with one another. Pan, you are dangerously close to both of them. What are you doing?
Wasn't I hiding in like a body or something like that?
I believe you're right. You'll have stealth in this. So in this case, like they're not noticing you, but you are right there in between them, right? They are fighting. They're swiping at one another. Their tails are trying to bite one another. They're trying to stab and like hiss, and fire's just flying everywhere. And you've got front row seats. You're sitting in front, and with every smash and claw that they do, the body that you are hiding in gets torn bit by bit. It's like the curtain, just like it starts smashed, bit more and bit more, and your hiding place is slowly evaporating.
Are we fighting these guys? Should I just start fighting?
Not quite yet.
I'm gonna hide.
What if we cast Charm Person on Chimeriana, which will make her more susceptible to doing what we say? That might not work though. She's not a person.
She's not a person.
She is a monstrosity.
I don't think that's going to work. Mikage, you are sitting in the back right now.
Wait, Dave can vibe with monstrosity and imply to her that we've got more tasty meat for her way over here.
Okay.
Let me see if I have foods in my inventory.
Yeah. While you're doing that, Pan, Mikage, you are still sitting in the back a bit. What are you doing?
So I'm just keeping out of sight I don't want to draw attention to anyone just yet, especially since Dave is trying to get the the person who's in the battlefield. If the chimera that's closest or to the far left, if that one goes on the offensive either to Pan or to Dave and the other person, I can always do a ranged attack because I do have my longbow. We'll just kind of see where this goes from here. I'm trying to conserve what energy, because if these other two become available, I don't want us all be engaged with one and have someone flank us.
Who is this person again? Who are they? What were we doing with them? Are we approaching them? Are we trying to get there?
They are an unknown barbarian, right?
Yeah, they were a barbarian for sure, but were they like... Is that our plan to get to them? I'm about to bust out the beans.
Yeah. Well, we were going to go talk to the barbarian, and he's a member of my clan, so I was going to go over and talk to him.
We're looking for the sword that did damage to the Babel.
Right. I just meant like they're alive, right? And we're trying to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and bust out the beans. Unless we're just gonna fight, then I'll wait. I don't know.
I could say like there's more meat elsewhere, and then I don't know if that. I
I'll
don't want
just
to
hear.
talk myself either because I'm trying to sort of do this sneakily.
I'm gonna hide for one more turn, but I feel like a fight is unavoidable here. But I will hide for one more turn.
It probably is.
As long as we try not to disturb the two that are currently hypnotized, we could probably take one. We won't hurt Chimeriana.
I mean, is Chimeriana well, can you cast another hypnotic pattern?
I can try for sleep. That's probably better, in case I need to save my higher spells.
Okay.
But I can cast sleep on her. Should I go ahead and try?
I mean, we fought chimeras before, so I don't know.
We have.
Whatever you. Yeah.
At this point, the two chimeras now are engaged in combat. They are fighting one another over this piece of meat. Or remind you that this was like a large like lamb shank, or I don't know what it was, right? It was just like one piece of meat that they're fighting over. However, probably gonna be gone pretty soon.
I'm gonna cast sleep on Chimeriana. See if that works.
All right, give it a go. Okay, roll for damage. Let's see. Let's see how much.
I'll do right here, and if it happens to hit Pan as well, I will.
Always nudging.
Yeah, I'll wake him up.
21. Okay. In this case, your sleep spell is not enough.
For Chimeriana alone?
For Chimeriana alone. Yeah.
Damn.
Now keep in mind, what it does is that it takes the amount that you roll, and it starts at the highest hit point character, and then starts moving down. So if the highest hit point character was 10, that one would go to sleep. And then if the next one was like 7, then that one would go to sleep, and it decreases on that until it keeps on going down to the number.
I thought it did the lowest hit point character first.
Oh, is it the lowest? I might be wrong. Hold on, let me make sure. I thought it was the highest.
Starting with a creature that has the lowest current.
Thank you. I can't read. I'm an idiot. So actually, then, if that's the case, you're in that range as well, but keep in mind.
But I can't cast sleep on myself.
You can't cast on yourself. So in this case, Pan is going to go to sleep. So Pan is going to go to sleep.
Don't worry, I'll
Perfect. I'm hiding underneath that body anyways.
So you are just like, you're just taking a little cat nap and all this, so that's cool. And then Chimeriana Grande and the other creature are not affected.
Yes.
Are not. They are not affected by this one. If anything, Pan, you are like very drowsy at this point. You're not fully asleep, but at this point you are, your eyes are having difficulty opening. The the cold bodies that you're hiding underneath seem actually pretty warm now, right? It's kind of like a nice warm blanket that you're lying underneath. Okay.
I'm even more believable now.
All right.
You.
Okay, so I'm gonna go smack Pan.
Okay.
Get the fuck up.
All right. Pan, you're coming out of your stupor, but you are, not as sleepy as before, but still, feeling a little groggy. At this point, though,
Wait.
the chimeras are like bashing at each other. They're swiping, and so now the ground underneath them is starting to give way. More dust is being kicked up, and they are fighting. And now those bodies that you were hiding under, Pan, have been ripped asunder, and your hiding place now is no longer very secure. All right, Pan, Dave, what were you saying?
I was wondering whether, I could go up to a chimera and just gently, quickly insert my sword into, their head. And, because they're, in a trance right now. And, if I know perfectly where to strike to kill them, I could just kill them with one blow, right?
I feel like theoretically that is correct, but in game mechanics it doesn't work that way.
Well,
You would probably stab it in the heart very, very precisely, and then there's only a chance of success if you pull it off. You'd probably have to crit based off of. And
Well,
even
if
though
I do it through the eye, let's say,
I would.
one
In
eye.
I was gonna say in real life, yeah, that would work. But how do you roll for that?
I would say normally, if you were to hit it in the head or something like that, maybe. But with a chimera that has 3 heads, I'm gonna deal with make believe too, so that would be kind of hard. You can't just you could even lop off the head of one of them and it would still be alive, right? I would venture at that.
And then it would wake up.
And then it would wake up. You could attack it and it would take a great deal of damage. So that is not out of the question. If you struck it in the heart or if you're going for the heart, then that would be a targeted attack, and you can roll for it, but it is a very high DC. So you could try, but it would be more difficult, right? But the same, if you went for the head, it's fine, but it would not die because again, it has 3 heads. So that's what I would rule.
I was gonna say, you could always just keep sneaking over to that guy because the 2 are still hypnotized, and the other 2 are occupied with themselves.
Yeah, when everything's done, I'm just gonna continue, hey buddy.
Okay.
Dude, you do super secret punch, One Punch Man style.
So the thing,
There you go.
if the chimera to the far left tries to turn around and engage with you, both Pan and I can definitely engage it and keep it from, and that's the only one we really have to worry about, especially if calm Chimera. You and Ori can calm Chimera Grande to where she just lets us fight the other one.
Okay.
And that way we only got one Chimera, which is preferable at this point.
We just need to save her. Only one. I only need one Chimera.
At this point, their fighting has pushed forward now, and now they are actively attacking one another and also attacking you. And Ori, you're right in range as well too. So I'm gonna put all of you in combat. I want you guys to roll initiative.
We should have taken the first hit, the advantage, whatever it's called, the opportunity.
Attack
Oh,
of
well.
opportunity.
The preemptive strike. That's what it's called.
I can fire from here, and I can get a attack for the Chimera on the far left. I don't think we'll have too much trouble.
I'm finishing making sandwiches. Can you roll my initiative for me, please?
Yes, I can.
Ooh, sandwiches. What'd you make for?
And
They're
I'm
for
not
kids'
rolling
lunch.
initiative.
You are not in this
Oh.
combat, Dave. You are right now. You're away from the action, so I'm not including you in this one. Okay. Now, however, you can join. You're not refrained from joining, but right now, at least at this point in time, you are inching your way towards your barbarian friend. Okay. Also, what was that sandwich again? I was curious. I missed it.
No,
What
it's
do
for
you-
the kids' lunch. It's just that dog is so loud. It's just a bologna or turkey. So what's a turkey? What do you call it? Cold cut.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
Deli meat. Love
Th-
it.
This is important D&D conversation, of course. This is what I wanted to know.
Okay, so we are in combat. Mikage, did you roll?
Mikage did not. Go ahead, Mikage, you roll.
1 second. Sorry.
No, you're
We
good.
got some, which is. Where'd my initiative? Everything's moved around. There you are. You're over there.
Whoa,
Oh,
20.
nice.
I didn't even see what I made. Yay!
All right, here we go. Rolling for the Chimera. Chimera also got 20. Crazy. All right.
Oh, lucky.
That is actually Chimera Grande. So she actually got 20. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to give Dave a chance to go first, though, before the combat starts. So, Dave, you see everybody now ready to fight. You, however, are within talking distance of this barbarian who has been clawed and maimed. However, he's still alive. What are you doing?
Okay. Does he look like he can walk?
He does not. His legs have been ripped asunder. He was crawling his way away. Like you imagine Anakin Skywalker, right? After he basically got his legs cut off by Obi-Wan. He's like trying to get away as fast as he can. That's how bad he was, but he looks a little bit more handsome.
I didn't see any of the Star Wars, so.
Oh, what? Oh, that reference is totally lost. Damn. All right, okay.
Yeah.
Or some.
What?
You poor summer child. You live sheltered life.
I know. It should have been on the citizenship test, but I got in without it. I'll fireman's, you know, I don't know what you call it when they do it over the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fireman's carry.
Fireman's carry. Him, just to safety. Like if he's got any wounds, I guess. Well, no, I won't tourniquet them here. I'll just get him out of here as fast as possible.
Okay. At this point, you have him over your shoulders. He is groaning. He is hurt. You see blood just kind of dripping everywhere right now. You unfortunately feel it trickling down your back as well as you're carrying him across. Which way are you going?
Well, I kind of want to hide him, so I guess like carrying him off, like maybe off screen this way, going up.
Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and move him. Go ahead and move, and then I'll move him to wherever you decide to go.
I guess eventually we'll be going north anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'll come back to help you guys. Well, wait. How far can I go?
You can go 30 feet, I think it is. So let's say half ish or so. Oh, you know what? No, I'll give you the 30 feet. You're a strong dude. You can carry him that way. That's fine.
And he has no legs, so that's a lot of weight off.
True.
True. I'll go and hide him over here. And like as my action, like if this was combat, I could use like another action to, like, to move. I think, right? Because like you get movement, then you can attack. But if you don't attack, you can move again. Is that correct?
You can do a dash movement. Yeah. So there's that. Would I allow that?
I mean, yeah, I could. I'll put him in this like crevice and try to hide him. You know. Yeah, I'll just hide him over here.
Let's say that I think that's a solid plan. I think that's a good idea, and
Yeah.
that'll be your action too, because then you're busy trying to make sure that he doesn't get caught. So that makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. If I have anything, then I'll add you the next turn, and then you can join in the combat if you'd like. Okay? Okay. At this point now, so Mikage is going to be first, then Chimera Grande, Pan, Ori, and then the other Chimera. So, Mikage, these two monstrosities are busy in combat. They don't notice you far off in the distance. What are you doing?
I am going to use my bow and arrow to strike at them. Oh, actually not at them, just to the far left Chimera, and I'm basically going to help Chimera Grande to put him down. At least that's the plan. So I am going to attack from where I am. So. Right.
How's it going?
It's not letting me do the attack from the the sheet on the side, so I'm trying to find it in the
Ooh. Okay. Which one are you trying to do again? Let me see if I can help you out with that. Trying to move it forward.
my
Yeah, which one? Say again. I'm sorry.
I'm just shooting my arrows at the far left chimera.
Okay. All right. Let's do longbow. There we go. That one. We'll do attack. Here we go. Normal. Oh, solid. Crit. You crit hit. All right.
Woo.
All right.
Tonight's gonna be
Let's roll damage for you, and let's see how much you get. 5 plus d8 plus 7. That's gonna be 15 hit points of damage. Hey, look at that.
sweet.
15
Nice.
minus 15 points. Okay, the creature rears back. It is distracted now, but at the same time, it's distracted. It turns to look at you after taking a huge cut. Chimera Granda notices this and immediately just punches it with one of its claws. Let's see how that does.
Do you remember I get a second attack?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were done. I apologize. Go ahead. You go ahead.
So do a second one of the attack. Let me see if I can get it to go. I clicked attack, but I don't know if it's gonna let me do it again.
If not, I'll do it for you if you don't mind. Go
Yep.
for it. I'll do again. This one looks like it grazed it this time. I'll roll the damage for you just to see how much it did.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It did hit. I'm sorry. It did hit for another 8 points of damage. Okay, all right. It takes another shot. Describe to me what that is. Like these 2 arrows. What does that look like, Mikage?
As the first arrow lands, the creature howls in pain. The second one comes flying in a close second to slam into its back shoulder between the wing and the back, hopefully keeping it from being able to flop around with its wings.
All right, perfect. Thank you. The Chimera Grande notices this distraction, immediately takes its claws and smashes into this more hostile one. And, however, it lands. It connects and does 13 hit points of damage. Look at that. This one sends it back. It sends it reeling backwards now. At this point, it is on its toes. It seems to be freaking out. Now, Pan, you're right in front of the action. You see what's going on. What are you doing?
I'm checking in my resources. I forgot where it shows my key points. I'm lost to the new.
Yeah, your key points are on your attributes on the very first one. There are key points.
Oh, I see them. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I am full everything. Okay.
Yeah.
This left one is Chimeriana or the right one?
The right one is Chimeriana.
I'm gonna wait for now. I'm just gonna use my regular, whatever.
Okay.
Just roll.
All right.
So I think it's 2 and then a bonus. Where's the? I forgot what it's called. I think it's 2 attacks and then flurry. Ooh, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Where's my weapons? Okay, there it is. Never mind, I found it. Why does it roll?
Is it not going?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, I just went through.
There's 1. Yes, that's attack 1.
Okay, that one's gonna graze it. All right, it's gonna land.
That's
Second one.
attack 2.
That one definitely lands.
And then flurry.
Oh, that one definitely lands also. So roll I guess, calculate all 3 damages.
Oh, do I have to hit? Oh, do I have to go back and hit damage too?
Yeah, just hit the damage on that one. Yes, I will
That's the
send that
first
bit.
one. Where's the second one? Crap. Well, I'm so lost. Okay. I wish I would have done them at the time. Okay.
7, 5, and 4. All right, 9. So 16 hit points of damage. All right. 16. Yes, I'll get that shortcut to you in just a moment. Got a little bit of house cleanup after we upgraded. Okay, at this point now it is Orion, your turn. Or before I start, Pan, did you want to move or do anything else?
No.
Okay, all right. Ori, at this point it is you now. There you go. And I'll move it over
And
to you.
it's
What
not
is
looking too good.
the creature now, it is howling in pain. It is starting to retreat a little bit. It's starting to notice that it's a bit outnumbered. What are you doing?
I would like to encourage it to leave by using my mage hand to shove it as hard as I can away from us.
Okay. Keep in mind, I think Mage Hand only gives, what, is it 5 hit points? 5 pounds?
10 pounds.
10 pounds of pressure.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
How many pounds do you think a chimera weighs?
1 ton.
That might be pretty close, actually. How much does...
I mean, I'm not trying to, like, tip it over. I'm trying to encourage it to just run away.
Why don't you smack it in one of the faces?
The,
I will
an-
smack it in one of the faces.
the answer is 4,000 pounds.
Cool.
So
Good time.
10 pounds of force against a 4,000 pound creature. Just, I'm gonna put that out there. I'm not gonna say anymore.
Okay. Just
Well,
kidding.
Very concentrated 10 pounds of force.
Yeah, I'll poke
Puncture
it in
it
the
right through
eye.
the heart.
Loop it nose.
I'm going to poke it in the eye, one of its 6 eyes, and, jab at it. Encourage it. Get out of here.
Okay.
I mean,
alright.
Do I have to roll for that?
Like,
Yeah,
how
I'll
thin can you go? Because if it's like, if you get the square inches down a lot, then that's a lot of pressure. So you could do a lot
Yeah.
of damage.
I will say for this one, you should roll.
Okay.
Nope. Let's just roll Arcana for that one and just see what happens.
Okay. Can do.
Oh, fuzzy baby.
Yeah.
An 11. Okay. You do one of those like a Three Stooges thing where you like poke it in the eye, 2 fingers, right? The creature's not happy. One of the heads is not very happy. Kind of like swings it back and forth. However, the other 2 heads don't seem to notice, right? They seem like they're pretty good.
Makes sense. I would also like to use my move action to take a step back.
Okay.
Perfect.
Alrighty. At this point now, that Chimera is now the hostile Chimera's turn. Pretty upset. His dragon head exhale, like you see his dragon head rear back. You see a flame, sparks shoot out its mouth, and afterwards then shoot down in a 15-foot cone across you. So everybody here. So let's do that in a 15-foot cone from here. How does that look? There, about right there or so. Shoot. Come on, stop. Close enough, right there. So everybody here. Let's do that one now. Did I do that? Okay, good.
Wish I would have moved to the side a little bit now.
So each of you must roll, let's see, a DC 15 dexterity to avoid this.
31 damage? That's my whole health
No,
pool.
I'm going to update that. That's going to be a bit less. I'm going to make that one. It's going to be 20 hit points right there. Seven. Oh, one more and one more for Orianna. She's going to do normal. Oh, each of you take 20 then. All right. Each of you take 20, and then afterwards, it's going to start trying to retreat a little bit. It starts backing up slowly. It breathes out the fire, slowly starts backing up. At this point, starts flapping its wings, and you can see blood, a pool of blood right underneath it, and it starts moving it away.
Or do you have resistance to fire damage since you're like not
You're
demon,
immune.
but a tiefling?
You're on mute or
You're muted.
I feel like it
You-
would have been in the inclusion though already, right?
You
No,
should
or
have.
no?
You should have. Yes, fire. Let's see.
I have fire resistance. Resistance to fire damage. So I take half hit points, right?
I believe so. Man, is it resistance or is it immunity? That's what I always forget. Resistance.
I have like all of essentially.
Let me just double check or so. But also, Ori, your hit points are.
Hellish resistance.
There we go.
I have resistance to fire damage. And
Immunity means 0. That times that. Resistance means halved. Yep. So you just take half. Okay. So you're gonna take 10 on that one. All right. Okay. It is backing up now. However, there's a pool of blood left behind, and it is like trickling as it keeps on going as well too. All right. Top of the round, guys. This time I'm gonna let Dave. Dave, you can hop in as well. Do you want to join the combat, or what would you like to do?
Alright, so this guy's leaving. Or backing up over here.
Yeah. I'll roll initiative for you, Dave, just to get you going. I don't know why you rolled 2, but anyways, you get 10. Okay. Okay. Top of the round.
I could do it. Chimeria Grande isn't fighting us though, so it's just this guy, right? And these two.
What it looks like so far.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll do an attack of opportunity against. I don't want this guy getting too close to him, so I don't know whether to use my attack of opportunity against one or the other.
If you use attack of opportunity, is that if you're moving out
I
of
was
the way?
gonna say, like, we don't necessarily have to attack the hypnotized ones. They'll be hypnotized for like a hot minute. We could just flee after corralling Chimeriana and the other one runs away. Right?
I second.
But we are still in combat, which means there is going to be combat.
I mean, we're allowed to flee, right? It opens us up to attacks of opportunity from others. But we
We're
can
not-
flee.
But you're not we're not engaged with anyone right now. There's no we don't have
Right.
to disengage.
Yeah.
So we would still be open to attacks of opportunity from no one.
Wait, don't I get to hit the chimera that moved away from me?
Yes, you could have. If I'll allow it right now because we're all kind of rusty. So yes, you can. He did not disengage from you. He breathed fire and then he tried to hightail it out of there. So if you wanted to, I will allow it. Attacks of opportunity is basically if you are engaged in melee combat and then you are a creature or you tries to escape, then whoever is engaged in that combat can attack them unless they take the disengage action. So,
Yeah, so he's
So in this case,
He's
Pan is the one who would be able to do an attack of opportunity as he was.
Is it just
trying
my
to
normal attack?
Yes. It's one normal attack. Let's see, and solid. That strikes and 6. Okay, he's gonna take another 6. At this point right now, you see it. You see the chimera coughing blood. It is sputtering. It is trying to fly out, trying to flee. Okay. Mikage, at this point, you see it in the distance. It's trying to fly away. However, you also see Chimeriana busily eating up the meat and now turning her gaze towards Pan and Ori. What are you doing?
I am just to finish off the aggressive chimera. I'm gonna send another 2 arrows its way.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Take a shot.
I can't. I don't have the.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's right. Sorry. Here we go. Let's try it one more time. A longbow from you. Here we go. Attack. Well, that's pretty solid. We'll do the damage. For 3. You want to do another one?
Yeah, I'm gonna. just do my best.
And that was another solid attack. And here we go. 3 plus 10. All right. Tell me how you want it done.
The last 2 arrows go through the lion and the goat's head, basically incapacitating each one.
All right. As it does so, you see it strike the Chimera. As it's trying to take off the ground, it immediately crashes in, smashes into the rocks where they are, and you see just a wave of water wash over. Starts going kind of like this way, starts a wave of water, and you see, Dave, you just see that water kind of splash over your compatriot right there. All right. Okay. At this point, however, Chimeriana Grande, she is looking over at Pan and Ori, and she's looking pretty hungry. She goes over to you, Pan, starts sniffing cautiously, and then afterwards, with her claws, comes smashing down on you. What are you doing?
I guess I just dodge. Where's dodge?
Do you have that ability yet, or no? Let's see.
I thought I did.
This thing's might be a little... Oh. There we go. Is that it?
No, I guess we we made 2.
Yeah, we did not fix that. I thought that would still get ported over. I guess it did not in the whole upgrade. Okay. So what I'll do then is just go ahead. We'll do that 21, and then that is minus.
Because I have 2 macros. One says old defense. That's the one I just used, and the one that says D didn't work. So I don't know. I think maybe we made the old one when the D one didn't work. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I'll accept it for right now, just to move us forward. 21. Okay. The claws come crashing down. However, you're able to dodge out of the way easily. With that, she also takes her horns and tries to gore you as well too. Go and give me another one. 14. Okay. These ones, however, manage to strike you. However, they graze across you. You're going to take 5 hit points of damage on this one. Okay.
I'm basically dead.
You're close. You're right there, right? She's looking menacingly at you. All right, at this point right now, Pan, you are up. Chimeriana Grande, who once was very friendly, doesn't seem to remember you. What do you do? And then keep in mind, Ori, you are next. So Pan, you're up.
Sorry, hey, I'm gonna be right back. But when it's my turn, I want to send Dave a message that says "Vibe with monstrosities" and try shoving any dead bodies around towards her so that she can eat them.
Okay, all right, sounds good. I will do that for you. Okay, Pan, you are right now. You've been gored. However, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Chimeriana Grande now. I'm gonna unload.
If you get over, do some healing.
I'm gonna start doing ranged punches. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, go for it.
Okay, where are my range? So it's when I use an attack, I can spend key to increase my reach. Okay, I don't know how to make it activate. Use ability. Okay, so.
So you're gonna deal an extra 1d10 of damage then. So yeah, so you're gonna do your attack.
But I'm trying to see if it's I want it to it hasn't. I guess I haven't attacked yet. I'm trying to see when it'll use my point. Okay, so. Oh crap! Hold on, that's not right. Let me.
That is okay. That is your attack.
So attack normal. Okay. So that's the normal. And
that
then
one.
Here's.
Go ahead.
Damage. And
Okay.
then, but it didn't work because it didn't automatically deduct my key. Oh, it's just it says, I just do it myself. I'll be I want to use a key and roll a d10.
When you use an attack, you can spend with your unarmed for the rest of the turn. Oh, for the rest of your turn. Interesting. A hit with this attack deals fire. Okay, so in this case, the attack, it grazes her. It's not a full impact. So I will grant you half damage. However, you can use your key point to add fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it. But it looks like it applies for all 3 of my swings. So how am I gonna? So let me just roll the 1d10 now, and
Yeah.
then do them in order sequentially, whatever.
Yep, let's do that. Solid. Okay, so you did 4 plus 8, and the half in this case is going to be 6. Okay, so you've got, you're going to deal her 6 damage. First one. Next one
I'm
is
not even gonna roll.
swing
for
and a
that
miss on
one.
that one.
Okay, and then unarmed versus flurry. Attack. And then
That one also is definitely a miss. Okay, so in
I'm not even
your
gonna bother.
in your injured state, it is you find her attacks not as effective as they normally are. However, you did hit her for 6. She winces back, but however now her glare turns to you even more. At this point, then Ori, if I remember correctly, what did she say? She wanted to message to Dave to vibe with the with Chimeriana Grande, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
And then what else? What else did she say?
that was it.
That was it. Okay.
But I imagine she's gonna do some sort of attack. I don't know.
You think she would? Okay,
Or
tell you what, I
defense.
will allow her to go again. But let's say she sends you the message first, Dave.
Okay,
You've got
you're
the
gonna
message,
Free or
and then afterwards I'll let you go, and then I'll let her kind of finish up her turn, like her bonus action or something like that. Okay? So Dave, it is now on you. You've been sent this message loud and clear. Vibe with the creature, quick. What are you doing?
Okay. Well, I'll vibe with her and tell her that we're friends. I could do that from. I guess could have done that from a distance, but I'll do it from here. I'll vibe with her and tell her we're friends and that please don't attack us.
Okay. Roll animal handling on this one.
Oh, that's defense.
Oh, not that one. Yeah. But roll animal handling. Let's see how that goes. You have a 6. You have a -1 for wisdom. Wow. All right. Okay.
Yep.
You can hear her. You can sense that she senses some familiarity, but at the same time, too, she is such an enraged state right now. It's not effective. She's trying what she can. Okay. Let's see.
Was that my action?
That is your action. You have a bonus action and you have movement. I think you already did the movement, right? So you have a bonus action if you want.
Okay. Oh, I don't know what I could do for the bonus action. I guess I'll get into a good position for attacking or defending, right behind this rock.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'll let Ori go twice afterwards because I feel like she would want to do something. Okay, that one's dead. Okay, Mikage. It looks like Chimeriana is she's gone turbo. She's going angry. What are you doing?
I do chunk all my rations at her at this point. I am making one attempt to pacify her, and if Ori can't do anything, then that's it. So she's only 21 feet away. I should be able to chunk the food at her.
Yep. Go ahead and give it a roll. Let's see. Let's do for that one. Let's do. Don't want to do animal handling. Yeah, let's do animal handling. Do animal handling on that one too. Yeah.
Okay, let me see if that should be. I should be able to do that.
Okay.
Animal handling. So I have the feature where she's a favored enemy. Does that allow me a advantage?
I'll allow it. Yeah, go for it.
Sweet.
And it's a good thing you had that. Okay. She. The rations land just at her feet, and she's distracted by what's there. Immediately, she starts sniffing, looking at it. She's still enraged, mind you. One of her heads is still very angry, but the other one now starts just chomping on the food. So she's distracted. I'm gonna go back to Ori, and I'll let you finish up your turn, Mikage, in just a moment. But Ori, you sent the message to Dave. He got it loud and clear. He tried to vibe with Chimeriana. However, Chimeriana is still pretty in such a rageful state that it's kind of hard to send that message. I'm gonna give you one more bonus action to do something, since you kind of missed out on it right before. You're muted right now. Also,
I got it.
there you go.
Mouse wasn't working for a second. I would like to chuck my rations at her feet because I have some too.
Okay.
Is that a bonus action?
That would be a bonus action.
Acceptable?
Uh-huh.
Wonderful. I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
Do I roll?
In this case, you just do animal handling just to see how well it goes.
Animal handling. Let's do this. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. The rations land in front of her feet. The other head starts chomping away, but at the same time, too, one of the heads is still just like bucking wildly, trying to get at Pan, trying to get at you. Okay, so it's distracted. However, still 3 heads. One of them seems to be winning by pulling ahead. Okay, Mikage, I'm gonna give it back to you now to finish up your turn. The rations have landed in front. Chimeriana, her anger is slightly dissipating. You're noticing that she's calming down a bit. However, one of the heads is still ferocious. What are you doing?
What?
It's working. We can still be nice.
Did you hear what I said?
About
Mikage, did you hear what I was saying or no?
And I heard that one head is still, but it is slowly, the anger is slowly dissipating.
Correct.
So what I am going to do is basically, let me just check one thing first. All right, because I don't know, I don't think I can vibe with her or anything like that. All I'm going to do is, I'm going to cast Healing Spirit, and I wanted to try and get between, or like, is it 1 square? Oh, it's a 5-foot cube. So what I basically want to do is to walk towards Chimera Grande. I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit where Pan is, but I'm going to basically try and just walk forward and coax her to come towards the healing spot so we can try and assure her everything's okay and talk her down. Otherwise, if she attacks, then I'm going to have to go on the defensive worry.
Okay, all right. Let us try then let's do a persuasion. Let's see how that goes.
Okay, so persuasion first.
Yep.
All right, and I get the advantage because she's in monstrosity, so.
Solid. Okay.
Like, y'all get to see it a full, solid 5 seconds before I even do, and I'm just like, I have no idea what happened.
No, it's cool. Chimeriana, she starts, the head that was enraged starts slowly, cautiously, the anger starts to fade a bit. You see it, you see that head, the flames that were initially just shooting out of its mouth kind of now pulling back a little bit too. It starts sniffing at the air, starts smelling at the food, starts calming down a bit.
And are you going to cast Healing Spirit for me? Let me see if I can do it.
Yeah, go ahead. If you'd like to, let me know if you can't do that. I'm going to put this one away. Okay.
There it is. And it's going to be...
Get rid of that one. Okay.
Where'd he go? Okay.
Okay.
I'm putting it over Pan, just so.
All right.
So Pan, move. It's
Wait, move? It's on me, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on you right now.
healing and then move out of the way. 'Cause I'm trying to like coax Chimera Grande. So be
Yeah.
careful.
At this point, Chimeriana Grande, her fervor has now all but gone. You see red eyes kind of shift back into, dark brownish hazel color. There's a moment of reflection, a moment of recognition. She kind of sees Ori, sees Pan, sees Mikage, and you can immediately sense a change in attitude as she starts to, lighten up and become more friendly to you. Pan, you're going to take 6 hit points of healing,
Yeah,
so
I
feel free to
added
add
it
yourself to
already.
that. Good. All right. At this point, she is now moving cautiously, but at the same time, too, her tail in the back is wagging back and forth, and she's approaching you guys slowly. What are y'all doing?
I would like to use Mage Hand to pet her.
You hear one of the heads start purring. I don't know which one it is.
I'm
but-
a petter using fire fists to the dome.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so
Basically-
we should flee before the others wake up.
Yes, I think Dave needs to grab his compatriot, and we all just need to book it and see if we can get Chimera Grande. Otherwise, we just leave her there with her friends.
Also, since I'm right next to the lovely healing circle, can I pop on in for a hot second?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll. What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
And we get to hang here too for as long as one more turn if we need. Whatevs.
What do I need to roll?
I think.
Oh,
you
I
just click the
I
heal.
roll it.
All right, you're gonna gain 5. Ori.
Hey.
As long as you see, and how the rules spell ends. A spirit is like a transparent beast or fae of your choice. 1d6. After healing the number of times the spirit. Oh, let's see. Okay, the spirit can heal a number of times equal to 1 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So for you, Mikage, your spellcasting ability modifier is Wisdom. So it is 1 plus 1. So that's 2. So actually, you both got your healing. So you're good. 1 plus 1. Yeah. Okay. So
Let's flee.
that thing is the healing spirit dissipates, and now at this point, Chimeriana Grande no longer angry. One of the head wants to lick your face. The other one is sniffing around for food. Dave, you've got your compatriot in the back. What are you doing?
We're going north, right?
Yep.
So we'll pick him up on the way
Okay.
because north is this way, right?
Yep.
So we're going that way. So I go to my compatriot. I say, are you doing all right? You good?
Do we need to heal him? Because I think he's in pretty bad shape.
Oh yeah. That healing spirit can come over to him. That would be great.
I can't move the healing spirit, but I can. First off, do we need to do spare the dying on him if he's dying? DM, okay. How close to death is he? Obviously, he's missing legs, lost a lot of blood. What is his hit points? Is he does he need to be stabilized, or did Dave already do that when he moved him away?
At this point, the adrenaline is starting to fade away, right? He was panicked and trying to survive. The pain is starting to set in now. You can see the shock on his face. You can see his skin is start to go a little bit more pale. He's breathing heavy at this point, and he's looking at you. He's like, Dave, thank the gods. I don't have much time. I don't know how much more time I've got.
Okay.
Can I go stabilize him?
I mean, you can certainly try, but at this point, like I said, he's lost a lot of blood. Both his legs are missing. He is not long for this world.
Okay.
We should all go.
Just a flesh wound.
Well, I have spare the dying and I have cure wounds that I can use. I also have a healing kit. Can I tell like, I guess, could I tell the percentage of like how likely if I used all of those would he be able to live?
Roll medicine.
Okay.
We should all probably go up there.
Yeah, that would be helpful for all of you guys to move over there.
Yeah.
Chimera Grande is also perched on one of the rocks too.
Make sure Chimera Grande behaves herself.
Yes.
I'm gonna move you up there as well. Chimera Grande is up there. She is perched on one of the rocks. However, she's sniffing him and she looks hungry.
I'm patting her. It's alright. It's alright. He is not food.
Try as you might, Mikage, you realize that his wounds are far too great for your abilities. There's not much more you can do. I mean, you can try to expend more resources if you like, but you can't tell how effective it'll be.
Okay. So Dave talked to him while I figure out. I can do spare the dying and, like I said, cure wounds, but it may not. But I'm gonna have to rest after this, I think.
So I go up to him and say, like, okay, you don't have long left, but tell me what's going on. What's the clan? What's going on with the clan?
The clan is all but lost, Dave. We were already starving. Didn't have much food left, much money. And then these damn chimeras attacked us while we were already down. So it's I don't know who survived what, but I don't think there are many of us, if any. I might be the last one. What are you doing down here, boy? We thought we'd never see you again.
Well, I have the sword and I need to get the matching one. And there's and I went to go look for we at an auction. There was people who fled who said that I didn't know the full story of what was going on here, and I didn't. But we didn't get much of a chance to talk or whatever. So. Well, we did, but I didn't want to at the time because they were attacking me, I think. So, do you happen to know anything about the sword? Show him the sword.
The sword is but a legend, as far as I know. There's a cave that our tribe, we protected. It's north here, about 10 miles or so. You'll see it. It doesn't seem like much, but the entrance used to be an old dragon that died there, was buried. Apparently someone fought it and killed it or so. Something about some sword that slayed the dragon down there too. I don't know. It's always been an old wives' tale that, kept the kids happy or so, but none of us ever believed it, but we still stuck around. As for a story, as for what's going on, well, fortunately, there's not much of us left to tell this story, Dave. It looks like you might be the last survivor of us.
Okay. Well, I suppose, was there any connection between, what, the business competitor was and the clan? I don't think there was any other business we had with the clan. No?
No. Only business I knew of was carrying dead bodies. Fortunately, that dried up pretty quick. And then afterwards, that's when the shit hit the fan. That's when we couldn't feed ourselves anymore. Had trouble finding food, competing with these chimeras and other creatures in this desolate place. He starts splurting more blood. It starts coming out even more at this point, and he's becoming paler and paler. He looks at
So
you.
I'm gonna do spare the dying on him, see if that has any effect. I put it.
Okay. You touch a living creature as your hit points become stable. He stops coughing. You see a sense of his wounds are still not cauterized. Is that the right word? I don't know if that's the right word or not. But you see him at least. His skin stops becoming pale, or paler, I should say.
So I can do cure wounds next, or do I need to use my medical kit to cauterize the wounds?
You can certainly try, Mikage, but he kind of looks at you and he says, I thank you, Dragonborn, for doing all that you can.
Okay.
Don't
Cast.
don't waste your kit on me. Don't waste all this on me. I mean,
I'm gonna try to cure wounds at least.
okay.
So let me do that. A spell. Like I said, worst comes to worst, I'm gonna rest real quick. Okay. I went ahead and rolled.
Okay. So that gives him a 3. You see the color kind of come back into his face, into his skin. He kind of looks at you, and you see tears well up in his eyes. I never thought anyone would care about an old codger like me. If you could just take me back over to the center, or actually, that's a bad idea. Are those things still awake? Those damn chimeras.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, we should probably get you out of here.
Yeah, we should.
Okay, let's get the feck out of here then. That sounds like a good idea.
Let's bring him to the Dragon Cave. If that's an honorable place to die, if you die there, let's have him there.
Better there than here. Okay, that sounds good to me.
So, do you want me to put him on my back and try to carry him, or is Dave gonna carry him?
I guess I'll carry him.
Okay. You pick him up, and you're good to go. So, are you guys headed towards the dragon cave, or what are y'all thinking?
Yeah, let's head towards the dragon cave.
Okay, all right.
If we better tell Chimeriana Grande to chill out or come with us.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. What do you guys want to do with Chimeriana Grande? Because she's looking over and she's licking her lips while she's looking at your compatriot there.
He's dead, right?
Not yet.
No, our new friend that Dave is carrying that we're gonna take to the dragon cave is not dead.
No point in wasting the body.
Did I use all my rations or just one of them?
You've used up pretty much all your rations.
Okay, that's what. Yeah, I'm down. I have nothing left to give her. The only thing I can think of is if I see a deer on the way, I'll shoot it for her.
I'd like to walk with her.
If this is gonna be a constant thing of her trying to eat us, then maybe we should just let her.
We're trying to get her somewhere safe. I don't need to keep her as a pet forever, but I don't want her to die.
Do we want to leave her here then? We'll just circle around the long way and get past her. If she has, I guess.
I was gonna say the other two are still they were being very aggressive, right?
Well, I mean, she can move away from them if she wants, but if they were chill prior to that, I mean, it was just when we entered food into the mix that they got aggressive towards each other.
Let's walk a little ways up with her. I'll walk with her a little farther away. And once it looks like there's some nice wide open spaces and lots of small mammals for her to go hunt,
So Oriole
we'll
get
let her go.
I'm gonna walk on the dragon's end of or dragon's head end and kind of pet it and just kind of walk with her.
Exactly.
I
Just
off Dave and Pan.
How does that sound?
Yeah, I'm just going to vibe with her and say, follow Orianna.
I have no interest in this chimera that we're keeping to tag along for no reason.
Yeah.
Because I do.
It keeps trying to eat us, and so.
It has only tried twice. That is very good track record for a chimera.
Well, sure. Yeah, I guess so.
Considering all things. I
Okay.
just want her to be safe. She doesn't have to come with us. Just wanted to have her.
So at this point, it is a 10-mile trek towards the Dragon Cave. Mind you, you are carrying another person on you now. You've got a hungry chimera right nearby you.
Not right nearby. I'm pushing her.
Well, yeah.
Within sprinting range. Don't yeah, Ori, we love you, but no.
We'll say like 30 feet away.
So you're pushing that chimera 30 feet away from you. Is that right? Did I hear that right? Like she's
Like
walking.
while we're walking.
Party in the party carrying the injured bodies.
Like we're walking like parallel.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Chimeriana. Like 30
I'll
feet away.
I'll vibe with her and say, like, we've saved you twice. Like, leave us alone.
At least leave the dude you keep looking at alone.
Go ahead, give
Leave
me.
all of us alone.
Or ask not to eat humans. Go hunt wild game. Go ask her. There's plenty of deer in the forest. Tell her to do that instead. They're yummy.
Dave, go
Venison.
ahead and give me an animal handling check again, because you're able to vibe with her. Let's see.
Yeah, well, I'll say, like, respectfully, if we cross paths again, don't kill us. But for now, let's just
Go
go
eat.
our separate ways.
Go eat deer in the forest.
Yeah, go eat deer in the forest.
It doesn't seem to take the hint, right? Chimera Grande is still just dutifully following along with you. One head is nibbling on the grass, another one is just spitting fire randomly in the air, and the lion head is looking and just like mouth drooling, just keeps on peering at the dead, at your dismembered compatriot. Just keeps on looking. It's like,
Maybe she would listen to me. I know I don't vibe with monstrosity, but we have a bond. Can I try to...
What would you like to try, Ori?
I mean, I could do animal handling, right?
You
That
could
makes-
try. Well,
Or
I want to know what you want to do, and then I'll tell you what to roll.
So, I mean, previously, she could kind of understand me a little bit. So I want to, like, push her away and say, like, be free. Go, like, fly and be happy. Eat deer in the forest, etc.
Let's try persuasion then. Let's try that.
Persuasion. Okay.
You're pretty good at that too.
Oh yeah, that's charisma.
Oh.
It's at least above a 10, right?
Camariana kind of looks at you with doe eyes. You see at least two of the heads kind of like stare at you a bit, turns its head to a side a little bit with one of the ears kind of flapping. The dragon head, however, seems unamused. But the other ones look at you with sad eyes.
And okay,
Don't do this to me.
can I use persuasion to like be like, go free to the forest and eat deer, but be nice to people?
Keep in mind, a chimera is chaotic, so
Gonna do what a chimera does, but
it just does what a chimera does. Like, it's chaotic evil, so it'll do what it does. This
I
one just
care
to be
mostly about our
slightly
party.
slightly less chaotic evil. Right?
I care mostly about this party. She can. What happens, happens. But I want her to be safe and free.
well, I think we are nowhere, so I have no. While she's an animal. Mikage understands that she's an animal. Just don't let her loose in a city.
Yeah, we're not in the city anymore.
Yeah.
You're very far from the city.
Our place is destroyed, so yeah.
So what's the plan, Mikage? What do you want to do?
I want to give off the vibe. Since the other two kind of understand, I want to persuade the dragon head to just run free. Go free. Free Willy!
Free Willy. I guess let's do, Let's do...
Free Willy.
Let's do a persuasion check then. Let's try that.
Favorite enemy, therefore advantage.
Pretty good.
I have no idea what I did. Yay!
Chimeriana, the dragon head kind of looks at you this time, kind of cocks its head back, looks at you a bit. There's a certain, let's say, familiarity, as it's a dragon head, you're a dragonborn. It kind of starts rearing back a little bit, pulling the other ones. It seems to be kind of the alpha of the other heads, right? And you see the Chimeriana kind of slowly move towards the forest. The other heads are kind of still looking back towards at you, Ori and Pan, and just kind of like, still whimpering a little bit. But at the same time, too, the dragon head kind of pulls its brothers with him, sisters with her, and kind of enters into the forest. And you kind of see her disappear into the woods. And she is no longer following behind you guys anymore.
Ori is really trying not to.
It's a thing, guys. Okay. Here we go. So you make your way over to the dragon. Let's see. Let me make sure I set this up right first. Give me 1 second. Okay. Put Dave there. Mikage. Ori and Pan. Is that right? Okay, here we go. Okay, cool. So you all head towards the dragon, let's say, burial mound, where as Dave, your barbarian, kind of leads you. Says it's over in this direction. He starts pointing it out. You can kind of see the shape of it. Legend has that, he kind of informs you, legend has that a great king from years past slayed a dragon with a mighty sword. And this is where the body of that dragon lays. And as you can see, as you kind of scope out and look, you can see the elevation of the land has been covered in grass, in weeds, and rocks as well, taking the shape of what looks to be a dragon. So I'll let you guys kind
Taking
of...
the shape of what?
Taking the shape of a dragon, right?
It's like Onward. It assembles out of the school building.
Are we in a cave right now, or is this
No.
Outside?
You're outside right now.
Okay, I've got a very limited field of view. Is that intentional?
Let's see what you can see. Yeah, you can't see the whole thing right now, right? only see just a little bit of it.
Okay. So,
So imagine each of
okay,
these lines is like kind of a, like if you're familiar with like an elevation map or something like that. So the lower area is like, 10 feet up, and then each one you go up is another 10 feet up. So it starts moving upwards the higher you go into the center area, like over here, right?
So basically, we're at the tip, and as you proceed forward to the rounded area of our view, you see those things sticking up. More than likely, it's a spine. I'm assuming Mikage can recognize it, being that one, she's a Dragonborn, and two, Ranger.
That would be correct, Mikage. Yes.
yeah. So I go up to examine these.
You look at the rock that stands before you. It has a very sharp point at the top. However, it's been degraded by and weathered by time and water and the elements. But you can tell that it's bone. You can tell that it once belonged to something quite large.
Okay. Well, I continue making my way up. Those finds. Keeping my eye out for a sword. I can't see anything like over here or over here.
Yeah, that's all out of your field of view right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Dave and Mikage, what are y'all doing? Y'all are
I'm trying to move forward. It had me reload the application, so I'm
okay. Oh, there you go. Pan, how about you? You just chilling at the bottom, or you just want to look around as well?
I'll tag along. I got nothing to do. Just
Okay.
here.
He's here for an adventure. He wants to
Yeah.
kill. More
Still
than like,
salty about that Chimera.
He's here for the red dust. That's what
Just
Pan is.
muttering under my breath. Yes, I do have some red dust, I think, left over.
already.
Okay.
There's, if there's like a legendary dragon that we're about to fight, it's
I thought the
potentially
legend.
like underneath us right now.
Yeah, in the shape of the
So-
floor. He's just gonna ride up around his back.
Not out of the realm of possibilities. You're muted, Ori.
Like those are his,
Yeah.
what do they call those tails? His fins.
I thought the legendary
Yeah.
dragon was already slain.
That is correct.
Yep.
That's what your compatriot says. It's like, yep, he was killed, ages ago, centuries ago. This is where his body was buried, or rather, where the body laid. And as you can tell, like the foliage is covered all over it now. Dave, give me a perception check. You notice right around here, the ground right there seems to be a little bit softer. There seems to be the grass there is not as thick as some of the other areas that you've stepped on.
Over here?
Right over here.
Where?
You see that?
Okay. Alright. I'll I feel around on the ground. I try to just like put my fingers into the dirt to feel what it's like.
I'm gonna go. I see him poking around, so I'm gonna go walk up near him to see what he's looking at.
As
I'll
y'all
do a
poke
nature
around-
check to see.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Should I do a nature check to just see if I can feel anything with the dirt?
No, you don't have to. You're good. Your fingers course across the ground, and as you do, you feel there's an outline, right? The grass there is a
There's
little
a
bit.
what?
There's an outline. You see like a square outline. The grass that sits on top of this square is a little bit thinner than every other area around you. It's much more solid and compacted. However, this one is a little bit thinner. As you feel around, you feel a slight bump. There's like a ledge that you can stick your fingers underneath. and as you push your fingers even more,
I stick my fingers.
yep, you push your fingers beneath this ledge, and you lift up, and as you do, it opens up this large hidden door.
Hmm.
You look down below, and you
Okay.
can see just a dark crevice. It goes down. It's there's no light underneath there, but you see a deep hole that just goes down.
All right. Well, we should
I'm
count.
gonna go look as well. I have dark vision for 120 feet. I'm just gonna poke my head by his and see what do I see anything?
I've got the eagle eyes, so I can also just look. I don't know if that helps with dark vision now.
I
You-
don't think it would help in dark vision. Generally, also in nature, eagles are meant for daytime hunting. So
Fair enough.
You can see a distance down. You notice that the hole is big enough for each of you to go down one by one. There is a floor down at the bottom that you see. You don't see any like spikes or traps or anything like that right at that very bottom area. But there is a floor, and it's again, like I said, it's large enough for each of you to pass through.
We go see
Okay.
what's down there. What is our what is our barbarian friend say about this?
He looks at
I think
you.
he's no longer with us. Oh,
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys have been carrying him this whole time, right?
Mhm.
yeah, he was alive when we left. I don't think he's expired just yet.
Now, at this point, like his wounds have been cauterized. He's, he's stable, but at the same time too, he still lost a lot of blood, mind you, right? But he looks at you, Dave, and he says, "I never thought the legends are true. That's new to me, boy. I mean, go if you went. Don't take me. I won't last a second down there. But, I mean, if you're up for adventure."
I tip my cowboy hat at him. Say, "You bet you darn tootin' I am," and I leave him outside. And Ori or somebody, like we should cast light on something so that we have a torch. Actually, do I have a torch?
I have 9. Does
Yeah,
anyone
mine.
want?
I do not have light in my repertoire,
I think I have torches.
but I also have I think I have torches as well.
I have a
Who's got
10.
torch?
Should light the torches.
Pan has
I have a
torches.
glowing crystal.
I have fire hands.
All right.
So I'm sure I can light a torch, but like, why aren't we just using the torches? Are they not lit? I feel like that having a torch means you can light it. It's not just like a stick without a
Turns out I do have a
lightability.
torch. I just have a glowing crystal. That's it.
Everybody actually has torches, so it's
Oh, I have a
Yeah,
torch.
and they burn for 1 hour.
yeah. Let's assume that you have a flint or whatever that would be available to help you light the torch
I-
too. So you're all adventurers.
All our torches.
You went out, Megan? What's that? I'm sorry, Mikage?
The tinder box lights the torches.
Yeah, yeah.
I have so click. Mikage just uses her Flintstone tinderbox and lights all your torches. Yay!
Perfect.
You also have fire too, Ori, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I can also just like
There you go.
fire,
All right.
Light over.
but I'll let Mikage light them. She seems intent on that.
Let's save your fireball roll thing. So anyway, I light the torches. Yay!
Okay.
I'll start heading down. I put my buddy down, and start climbing down the ladder.
Do you want to give him any last words? Because he might not make it through us coming back.
Yeah. Do I know his name?
You don't know his name.
Okay. I asked him, "Hey, what? I'm sorry. We can only take you this far. Well, I could stay here to stabilize you, but I thought he was doing pretty well, actually. After Megan healed him.
I mean, he might live. Kenneth is alluding to the fact that he's probably going to die.
I have alluded to it many times, so yes, that is true.
Well,
He's made it this far. You've healed him, and you've gone a great distance to help him out. But at the same time, too, keep in mind, like, he's lost a lot of blood, lost his legs, is still pale. I mean, he's been healed, so he's stabilized. But at the same time, he is not in a good place, right?
is there any place that you would like us to place you?
Where do you want to die, buddy?
Or rest, you know. Who knows?
We'll call it rest.
He just asks you to put him next to these, next to one of these spikes. Tells you it would be an honor to die, on this burial mound where our legends, foretold of.
Can you
Okay.
name warrior?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Can you give us your name, warrior?
Name he calls like this. My name is Grimly.
Gribbly?
Grimly.
Grimly.
It has been an honor, Dave. Thank you for saving me. And to you, Dragonborn. Would not thought I'd live to see this legendary place.
Well, yeah, it's been an honor to have fought with you, even though we fought separately. I'll leave you with some jerky. If you want, I can cast a wand of smiles on you, so you know you're happy going out.
Just hit it with
Abundant smiles. But oh my god.
Yeah, I've already used. I'll give you. Here's some beans for some entertainment. I'll give you a bag. You can throw that stuff, and yeah, some water, some jerky.
Good lord. We're gonna come back out to like a war zone.
Yeah, just keep in mind that that the majority of these. Actually, you know what? I'm taking these beans.
Give him like 2 beans or something.
Oh my goodness.
That saves us.
I'll give you. Sure, yeah, I'll give you 2 beans. I don't know what. Yeah, well, I'll give. You know what? You can go out with a bang. I'll give you a whole bag. Don't just use them sparingly. If you want to die peacefully, maybe don't use them at all. Yeah.
I'm gonna give him any kind of spare cloak I may have as a nice little blanket to sit under.
He takes all these gifts. You can see tears in his eyes. I've never been treated so kindly before. Not even by my own tribe. Dave, you should have been leader. It would have been the best for us all. We might still be here. Everyone might still be alive had you taken over.
Well, thank you. Well, it was, you've been treated well by the tribe. I'm still a part of it in my heart. I'll see you again in the next life.
He just like launches the beans right next to us.
I will, man, okay. I'm writing this down for later, and then we'll see what happens after,
We can't be giving beans to anybody anymore.
afterwards. Oh my goodness, okay.
Menagerie when we come up. He's just been popping beans off after we left.
Thank goodness.
A bag of beans, some jerky, some water, and a cloak. I think the last thing he does, he looks at the jerky and he's like, is this that rat, deer, gator meat that I've heard so much about?
Yes, it is. It's
see.
got a million things in it.
It's like, I see you're a connoisseur of the finer things of life.
He's like, you won't need to use that wand of smiles on me. I'm good now. Okay.
You know,
I'm like,
I
Okay.
think. I mean, do you want me to use the wand of smiles on you? I've got. You know, it'll make you smile, but it won't make you happy. I think.
As long as I've got
I
this
mean,
jerky, I'm good. Thank you, Dave. I think I can go peacefully now.
Okay.
Okay.
Time for the hole.
All right. So I'm gonna take a quick pause, real fast, and say it is 11 o'clock. We can do the whole. I think it'll take us some time though to go through it. So do you want to call it tonight? Does that sound good for everybody? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a good stopping place right there. Okay, perfect. Okay, man, it's good to get back into it. Awesome. All right, let's do a quick retro because I know everybody has to go to sleep because we also have work. Let's start off with Megan. I guess let's keep it simpler. Just tell us like something you like and something that you would like to see for next time. How about that?
we may have to for next time. We may have to do a little bit prepping because I'm still having issues with no longer being able to use the character sheet pop out. I can use some of the features, but I've noticed that at least with the attack roll, I probably need to prep more before we actually get into combat. But I mean, as far as like story wise, I think we handled that really well. We had a little bit of action. We had a little bit of role play. Enjoyed it overall. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's just getting back into the swing of things is the big thing.
Totally agree. Thank you. Yes, after this upgrade, kind of threw things for a spin. So yeah, I'll have to go back in there and fix those up. So thank you for making note of that.
I think we lost you.
Oh, sorry. Hey, can you hear me now?
Mhm.
There we go. Sorry. I muted myself for just a second. I forgot about that. It takes a second to pick up again. I was saying thank you for pointing that out. Yes, after the upgrade to the new version, there's some things that need to get, rearranged again. So I will work on that and have that ready. Hopefully it'll be fixed for next time, and we'll work that out. But thank you for letting me know. Okay. Rachel, if you could please. Something you liked or loved, and then also just, what are you looking forward for next time? Or anything you want me to work on too. Anything you want me to work on.
I am sad to say goodbye to Chimeriana Grande. She was a good chimera. I mean, considering all things, much farther on the side of good. I did like the balance of roleplay and battle. That was fun. And this seems like it's gonna be a little dungeon-y we're about to do. I'm excited for that.
Has dragons.
Definitely has dragons.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Samad, if you could please, something you like. And
Yeah, that was like the perfect thing to say, I think. It had a good balance of roleplay and combat. It was fun. I was a little tired, but it was still entertaining.
cool, good. Good, good combination of both. All right, excellent. Anything you're looking forward to for next time?
To be done with this chimera.
Did you really hate her that much?
I hated her. I was keeping this resource kid, except it eats you.
In fairness, he kept getting. You missed the part where he got like stomped. He got like swatted at. He got gored, and he was just like this close to like wailing on her.
Luckily, I missed all three of my attacks.
You got one of the
Like,
attacks.
oh God, we're gonna come back to a dead chimera.
It was about to
I
happen.
did miss that. That's
Yeah,
fair.
it was about to happen. Okay. And Sean, for you, please, something you like and something you're looking forward to for next time.
Yeah, I echo everything everyone else said. It was pretty well balanced. I liked, all the reasoning, and I feel like we could have taken it in a lot of different directions. there's a good amount of combat and strategy and everything like that. Because fighting all four, we would have definitely died. Or well, maybe not definitely, but yeah, definitely. So we needed something to get out of there. Yeah, I'm sad to. I don't like the fact that all of my tribe is gone. So that's really sad. Dave is very saddened by it, that fact. But
There may be a few stragglers that were hired out, so we may see some pop up, and we don't know. Grimly might actually we might come back to Grimly living it up. I guess a king outside. I think Kenneth was really trying to kill him for the longest time, just let him die, and then he's like, okay, never mind.
Well, if you want it, you want it. So I'm not going to stop you, but
we'll see what happens.
But we will see what happens. Okay, cool. Yeah, this was, and I'll finish it up. Thank you, everybody, for your time. This was good to get back into it again. Yeah, we have had a long hiatus, so it's good to start it up once more. I actually planned a lot of stuff for the puzzle, or for the dungeon stuff that's going to be coming up. So looking forward to sharing that with you guys and going from there. So for everyone